So this was a lengthy conversation about the finale.
Yeah,
it was more of a conversation about
everything Doctor Who.
about sort of like the things that should have been
Incorporated into the finale and weren't.
Which is we love the finale. I love the finale as a standalone piece of television.
Listen was better.
Well, yeah.
Listen was far better than the finale.
Listen was better. That's what the finale should have been, except with more beef.
Yeah,
if they had just gone back to the Master and the Doctor as children, especially with him crying. If you know what, it would have made this so much more effective if you had a flashback to that same barn scene, maybe right after Clara leaves, and then the Master comes in and actually comforts the Doctor way more than Clara does.
Or do we know if that's the Doctor, if that's the Master in the first place?
That's the question, but I'm pretty sure it's the Doctor.
Yeah.
Almost from the little bit you got there, it seemed like the Doctor's personality. Even though with the crying, you sort of want to think it's the Master and the sound of drums and all that stuff. But I feel like the Master was a little bit more freaky about that and a little bit more on edge and crazy than just crying in a bed and wanting to sleep in the barn. That seems like something a child doctor would have totally done. Just wanted to be away.
The same barn that you would go to try to kill everyone.
Exactly, and the Doctor's... He's used to being...
It was so much better. That's it. I think that's my last call on the 50th. I think the 50th was good, but Listen was better, and Listen was so much better that it completely overshadowed the rest of the season.
That was the best episode of the season.
The rest of the season, really. You could have put that episode later on. Change the things that happen a little bit.
Put some of the Master stuff in there. If you're gonna have the Master be that prevalent throughout the series without actually showing the Master, and then you're gonna have the Doctor as a child, and then have that scene at the end of Death in Heaven where they're talking about how they've been friends forever. If they had that scene of them talking as children,
I want to talk.
That would have been so much more effective.
I just want my friend back. Felt so right.
But we don't even know what their kind of relationship was. They want you to know, believe that it was just this really strong friendship, and somehow it fell apart after everything, after he left. And why did the Doctor actually leave and stuff like that?
They both left.
Yeah, but
that's why they have those names.
What happened? And what happened to them as
that's the entire point.
Children?
They're both the rebel Time Lords. That's why they have those names.
And now we didn't even see the Doctor really react to the Master dying or being vaporized or whatever. He didn't seem disturbed whatsoever. It was so disconnected.
Yeah.
Which is an issue, because then it wasn't as... You saw David Tennant and the Master.
Oh, yeah, that's the best description.
And he was crying, right?
This is another episode right now called the Doctor and the Master. Yeah, he was horrifyingly crying, just trying to get John Sim to regenerate, just to save him. And then... just to make him go around with him, go and travel with him. And I feel like that's would have and could have happened with Missy and the Doctor. However, the reason why it didn't was because of Clara's f***ing revenge plot.
But do you think the relationship the Doctor has had with Clara is actually better than the relationship he had with the Master? For him to do that, he must have so much more love for Clara than he ever has had for the Master.
No, it's the same shit that Stephen Moffat did last time. It's the first face.
But don't take it
It's the same. It's the first face that this face saw. It's the same bullshit. It is.
But is it genuine though? I think it's genuine. Especially after the betrayal scene. If you ever have a good friend and they do something wrong to you, you want to hate them, but it's almost like you can't. So I understand it, but it also... there should be more context.
There has to be.
There's so much more. I mean, you can't.
There has to be more, guys.
It's a TV show.
Yeah, but...
It's a TV show. If they wanted to add all that context, they would need to have an episode on almost every week.
Yeah.
I
think you're right. I think they need more on that.
Because now the episodes used to be... The episodes of Classic Who used to be almost 20 episode plus seasons, and now they're 12, and then a special.
Batman too.
It's so there's so much more that there's related to Classic Who, which they had more time with back then that they don't have time with now. Maybe they should use that budget, that huge budget, and make the show fuller, because it's just so
Maybe
effects
you should
heavy
just
and
make the last episode of a series 2 hours long, every single time.
yeah. It was they gave us an extra 10 minutes.
Yeah, good.
Pretty much.
Extra 10 minutes. No.
Like, why wouldn't you give Doctor Who that 2-hour finale? I'm sure there's so much like deleted footage that they had to cut out to get it into this little box with a time slot. Ugh, television.
That's our review. that's it.
It's more of us
it.
being angry because we love.
Because we love Doctor Who.
And I love Capaldi, and I do love Jenna Coleman. I love everything about this season.
I love
except for all the missing pieces.
All the missing pieces. That's what it should be called. Doctor Who, all the missing pieces.
But I don't blame Moffat for that. I don't blame anybody but the BBC for not giving them more time and maybe more money, which their budget is probably huge already.
Yeah, if they did need a little bit more time with that.
So this has been the last two-part episode of Doctor Who.
God damn it, we've been up here for 15 minutes.
This is the last episode of Doctor Who Impressions for this season. You won't see another one until the Christmas special.
Yes, that's a good one. We'll do that.
We'll definitely do the Christmas special.
And it will be less time than this. I'm Harold.
Yes, he'll probably be there for that one since it's going to be a bigger piece. And
I'll have a scarf.
And I won't blab. You won't just hear me blabbing.
Actually, we put the scarf in between.
Yeah, we'll wear one scarf during things.
I've got one. We can do it.
All right, guys. If you like these 2 videos, share them. Comment,
probably 3 videos.
Subscribe. Maybe we'll have some extra footage or 3rd video if I can manage it.
Yes, that'd be awesome. A third video on Stephen Moffat and his
we did a video before this.
And all of that. It's
a Stephen Moffat video. It'd probably be really condensed and shortened because there's a lot of controversial topics in there. But I hope you enjoy that, and I hope you enjoyed this. And this is Doctor Who Impressions. I'm Joey again.
I'm Harold.
And see you this Christmas.
Ooh.